What we got today, people? What we got today? It's time. It is time to sip, save, and review. What we got? We got the Blood Oath right here. Pack number 6. I don't know. Let me keep it moving. But bow. Most of these we already know a little bit about. But bow. Oh, snap. What we got right here? Jose Cuervo, La Familia. Extra Añejo Tequila. Look at that. Ooh, I'm gonna slide it right on up. Oh, it's crazy. My son told me the other day, Daddy, this is like a scary thing right there. What is that? A skeleton? He was scared of it. I was getting cereal from him, and he was looked at it. He was like, he was semi scared of this right here, so it kind of tripped me out. But anyway, you see what time it is. But wow, look at this. Jose Cuervo, La Familia. Look at this. Extra nano. Yes, sir. 40%. You see the bottle. Dark green. I like the fact that it has like little bubbles in the bottle. Glass. It makes it look vintage. I actually like it. Here's the back of it. You see it. You see it. You see what time it is. Aged 3 years in oak barrels. French oak barrels. It's time to get into it. Drams on deck. Tequila time, baby. Extra Nano, La Familia, Jose Cuervo. Let's go. What's going on, people? We back at it again. Another hot review for you. Drams on deck. Today we got another hit in the building. Today, we got the Jose Cuervo La Familia Extra Nano Tequila. And this bad boy right here is Palate 40% alcohol volume. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. This is the box. My son told me the other day it looks real creepy because there's like a monkey on here and it looks odd. I've actually had this bottle for almost 2 years, believe it or not. I had it for some while. The thing about it, like, it's a crate, right? Opens up, has an inscription on the inside of it. So when you look at it right here on the inside, it has like a little depiction about the La Familia family, the history, etc., etc. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but pretty much it has an inscription on the inside. But then once you get past that, it comes a nice little, like a fuchsia pink looking paper. And then the spirit comes out like this. The top has like a wax top, so similar to what you would see on Maker's Mark or something of that nature. Tears of Lorona actually had a wax top as well. I don't like wax tops because it takes a lot to get it open. Like sometimes I have to use my nails. Like it has a little tear part. Once you tear it, sometimes it doesn't tear properly. And the paper inside, sometimes I have to take a cork and really chip away. I mean, it's cool to look at, but sometimes it can be a pain to open. But this is the bottle. It's kind of I love the bottle because it has bubbles in the glass. If you can look, I don't know if because of the flash, you may not pick it up. But anyway, it has a nice little dark green tint, bubbles in it, and it looks like a vintage looking bottle. I like that. And this is the crate that it comes in. So the wooden box is pretty much wood all the way around. It says La Familia on the top. Has a little pamphlet right here, filed out. That's a little pamphlet it comes with, and just a 360 real quick of the box. So it's hard, solid. I kind of like it. So and then it slides right at the top and comes straight down like that, like so. So that's the box. Here's the bottle. Extra Nano, La Familia, Jose Cuervo. This one right here, as I said previously, like maybe close to 3 years. Actually, I got it as a recommendation. I got it from a Bevmo, which is like a local chain around this area. I paid around $125, $130 ballpark. So with taxes, I probably dropped around maybe close to $140 for this one. This one right here is the upper echelon of the Jose Cuervo. So if you are a fan of tequila, Jose Cuervo is usually one of the bottom shelf liquors, I will say. But this particular expression, which is the La Familia one, is the upper echelon one. It far exceeds the bottom shelf one that you would put in your margaritas. Okay, so this right here, I would definitely not recommend you put it in margaritas. Mostly margaritas are mostly made for blancos, which is the clear tequila, which is non-aged ones. This one's aged 3 years in oak, so American oak barrel. So this is made for sipping. That's why I always say the darker tequilas are made for sipping. The younger ones, the blancos, are more for like mixing shots, margaritas. Not so much this, especially if you're gonna pay $125. This is like a premium price tag for a tequila. Nowadays, it's getting higher and higher. That being said, though, it this one came as a recommendation. A guy actually told me about this in the store, and when he told me about it, I kind of laughed. Like, wait a minute, we're talking about Jose Cuervo. You know, we're not talking about Avion. We're not talking about Casadrones. We're not talking about Herrador and other high-end tequilas. He said Jose Cuervo. Like, he's like, dude, I'm telling you, this one is legit. And I was like, wait a minute, is it this? Is it that? I was asking me the flavors. He was breaking it down to me. He was like, I don't think you were disappointed. And another guy told me too. So I didn't know they was being homers, just just trying to get a sale. But whatever night, it convinced me because I ended up getting it that day. And once I tried it, I was like, yo, he didn't lie. I think I think he was pretty honest. But we'll dive into all that in just a second. But that being said, the ballpark for this is, like I said, anywhere from 120 to 160 in that ballpark. Like I said, I paid, like I said, 130 with plus tax. So it all depends on where you get it from too. So I live in Southern California, so the prices here may fluctuate. And if you live in a different state regulated store, you can find this maybe a little less than the 120. I doubt it, but maybe you could. It's possible. So, but we'll just say $100 to 150, just to broaden the price range, so to speak. So that being said, let's take a look at the color right here. This looks like a medium caramel color. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Medium caramel right here. And on the nose, we're going to nose it, taste it, and score it as we always do. On the nose here, I'm picking up a lot of agave. So, and believe it or not, the more something with tequila in particular, the agave plays, this is 100% blue agave, just so you know. 100% blue agave. So usually the more aged tequila is, the less you may taste the agave because it's sitting in the oak barrel, so it may tend to take over like a whiskey or a cognac taste sometimes the more aged it gets. So sometimes, not always, certain añejos you may pick up less of the agave on the taste and nose than others. This one right here on the nose is pretty much what I smell as agave. It's only 80%, so it's not high. Like most tequilas, it's pretty much 40% alcohol, 80% volume per se, and so it's standard. It's not high. It's not hot. You don't need water for it. On the nose, I'm not picking up much, and just a little bit of oak and agave is what I'm picking up. So I'm not picking up anything fancy, complex, nothing that's knocking my socks off. And as I always say, I'm more of a palate guy than nose guy. But yeah, just picking up just mostly. I do see some creaminess coming down on the side though. I pretty much pick up just straight oak and agave on the nose. That's all I'm getting. That being said, let's go palate. As always, at first sip opens up my palate. Right now, palate a little tingly. It's getting sensitized to the alcohol. On the second sip, it kind of saturates it, so I can taste a lot more of the flavors. So usually on the second sip is when I try to go in and really diverge and pick apart the flavors. That was just a warm up. So that being said, it's down the second sip. Man, let me be honest with you. That's a pretty damn good tequila. It's smooth, there's no burn, no bite. The only thing, as most kids, I wish it was a higher ABV. But man, I almost pick up almost like a sweet tea flavor on the palate. Pick up caramel, honey, vanilla, agave, sweet oak, and it marries all together from the front to end. It doesn't really transition. To me, I pick up all those flavors all at once from front to end. The finish on it is kind of, I would say, in between short and medium. So, you know what I'm saying? I would say medium short finish. It's not dry. It has a nice sweetness to it. It's not sweet like a Class Azul or something like that. It's a little bit below that. So I'll say if I was rating the sweetness on a Clase Azul Reposado, 1 to 10, 10 being the sweetest, I'd probably give the Clase Azul probably maybe 8 out of a 10 on sweetness. So this is probably more like a 6 out of a 10, just to give you a ballpark. Has nice sweetness to it, but it's not, overly sweet. But yeah, you pick up vanilla, honey, caramel, sweet oak, and the agave. And it's all together. From the front to the end, I didn't really taste much of a transition from the entry level to the end. Oh no, it like I said, it shocked me because when you drink the basic like the Blanco or entry level Jose Cuervo, it's kind of bland. There's nothing to it. It's pretty much as bottom shelf as it can almost get sometimes in tequila. So that's why I prejudged this and didn't think that it can come with something this is a solid product. This is a solid tequila. Almost the same way when I thought the same way about Jack Daniels. When I tried Jack Daniels barrel proof, I was blown away at how good it was, how sweet it was. It was a wonderful dram compared to the entry level Jack Daniels. It's like night and day. It's not even close. It's the same way with this. Jose Cuervo it's one of those brands that is easily available. You can see it anywhere. It's not hard to find. And so because of that, sometimes you may just overlook it. So the bottom shelf, it didn't really do anything for me at all. So that's why I was shocked that this is as good as it is. So, but it like I said, it has a nice sweetness to it with the caramel, vanilla, honey, agave. It's nice. The only if I'm a nitpick with it, the only thing I wish, like I said, I just wish it was a higher ABV. I wish it was like maybe 47%, something like that. I think the finish will be a lot longer. That being said, let me take one more sip, and then we'll get to the scoring. That's a good one right there. I can sip that all night because it's so smooth. It's an easy sipper. Sometimes when something it's almost like a comfort drink. When something sips so easy and so smooth, man, it could be a problem because I can probably go through this in a week if I wanted to. I had it 2 years, so because I have so many different spirits, I don't do that. I don't just run through my stuff. I kind of let it sip and savor. So I'm glad that I did that. But yeah, it's like I said, I pick up almost like a little bit of a tea, like just a normal, like a sweet tea. Pick up that honey, vanilla, caramel, sweet oak with the agave from front to end. Easy sipper, 40%. You can't go wrong with this one, in my opinion. Only thing, as you would nitpick, maybe the price point. That's all. I mean, it's like I said, well over $100. I mean, I think if it was $90, I think it'd be fine. But that being said, let's get to the actual scoring. What would I rate this? 1 to 10, 10 being the best for me. Drams on that. If I had to rate the Jose Cuervo La Familia Extra Añejo Tequila, man, on a tequila scale, I'm not comparing it to whiskey. I'm not comparing it to bourbon, scotch, or cognac. I'm only comparing it to its contemporary tequilas. Extra Añejos, right? Not even blancos, extra Añejos. So for me, on the extra Añejo scale, and I keep in mind, most extra Añejos are not high barrel proof as it is. Now, look, hold that thought 1 second. I apologize. I won't keep you waiting. Just one more sip. One more sip. One more. All right, I got it out of the way. Man, it's an easy sipper, man. I like the flavors, the sweetness to it. It's not too sweet. It gets busy, man. Man, I give this an 8.75 for me on the tequila scale. 8.75 for Drams on deck. I could drink this any day. Easy sipper. On taste alone is 8.75. Only knock I can give it to it is 2 knocks. I wish it was a little bit less. I mean, it's not, I would say like a 6-7 year old tequila. I wish it was barrel proof. So So all around, it's very available. So it's not necessarily something that's hard to find. The price is what it is. It's debatable on the price. But all around, I give it an 8.75, man. I think it's a good tequila. It gets busy for me. If I had to, like I said, I might have to all around have to knock it down just to 8.5. I'm only gonna knock it a quarter of a point on the price. That's it. I'm only gonna make it just a half a point. So from 8.75 to 8.5, all around. Price, availability, taste, everything out the door. 8.25. I'm sorry, 8.5, because I think it's a very good solid dram, nice presentation, nice bottle. Like I said, man, for me on taste alone, it's an 8.75. It's a solid dram. So if you haven't tried it yet and you like tequila, I think you enjoy this. I think you will. I mean, unless you're one of the people who just enjoy super, super sweet tequilas, it's not super, super sweet. There's some people who don't like sweet tequilas, and also people who like the opposite, which is super, like more dry, no sweetness to it. You know, there's people on that spectrum as well who like it more dry. They like it, no sweetness. So if you're one of those ones on the opposite, super sweet or less sweet, then it's kind of in the middle. It has some sweetness to it, not overly, but I think it has a nice multitude of, like I said, vanilla, honey, caramel, sweet oak, agave. I think it's solid, man. Like I said, I'm just only gonna nitpick on it just on the price, and I just wish it was higher proof like most tequilas. But anyway, 8.75 for Drams on Deck. I enjoy it, man. It's a good one, solid one. So if you haven't tried it yet, you can find this probably at a pour at your local. You go to any restaurant. It's not. I don't think it's super hard to find at a pour. So you can go to probably Outback, or even a high-end Mexican restaurant, or a fish house, steakhouse will probably find this a lot familiar. And to be honest with you, I tend to favor more steakhouses. I actually seen this at a couple steakhouses, like at a Roof Chris, Capitol Grill, and it was a ballpark, but I want to say this for a shot, it was roughly around 30 to $40 in that ballpark. That was what I remember. Like, keep in mind, it was like a year ago. And also, depending on where you get it. If you get it on Vegas Strip versus you getting it in Ohio, where I'm from, it's probably the prices may differ. But long story short, to my recollection, a pour, just a dram of it, is roughly around $30 or so. It may be a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. Some people may find it 25, but anywhere from $25 to $40, I think you should find a pour for this. So if you don't want to drop the $100 and something that it costs, and you want to try see if you like it or not, I would say try a pour at your local restaurant to see if you enjoy it, or even Whiskey House or whatever. They should maybe have that there. But anyway, 8.75 on taste, 8.5 for me all around. Drams on Deck, Jose Cuervo, La Familia, Extra Añejo. That's what it is, man. It was a good review. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Hope you got something out of it. So if you're looking for a new tequila that you haven't tried, if you have not tried this, hopefully you got something out of it, good, bad, or indifferent. Hopefully you got something out of that, man. Also, be sure in my description box, check the link. I got an Instagram page. I got a lot of pictures on my Instagram page, so please sure to check the Instagram page out. Got a couple of videos in there as well. Also, I have a Cash App Patreon. If you choose to donate to help the support channel, you can do so. The Cash App Patreon. I'll check. Just you guys' time, comments, and viewership is good for me, man. I appreciate that. If you got you want to ask me any questions, I always respond back to you guys. So be sure, if you got any questions, hit me in my comment box. If you like this, hopefully hit the like and the subscribe button. Likes and subscribes are for free, man. Thank y'all for your time, support. Signing out. Drams on Deck. Yes, sir.